Here are the readings for Monday of the 30th week in Ordinary Time. Today's first reading is from the letter to the Romans, chapter 8, verses 12 to 17, and the Gospel is from Luke, chapter 13, verses 10 to 17. The first reading, a reading from the letter to the Romans. Brothers and sisters, we are not debtors to the flesh, to live according to the flesh. For if you live according to the flesh, you will die. But if by the Spirit you put to death the deeds of the body, you will live. For those who are led by the Spirit of God are sons of God. For you did not receive a spirit of slavery to fall back into fear, but you received a spirit of adoption, through which we cry, Abba, Father. The Spirit Himself bears witness with our spirit that we are children of God, and if children, then heirs, heirs of God, and joint heirs with Christ, if only we suffer with Him, so that we may also be glorified with Him. The word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. Responsorial Psalm. Our response shall be, Our God is the God of salvation. God arises, His enemies are scattered, and those who hate Him flee before Him. But the just rejoice and exult before God, they are glad and rejoice. Response. Our God is the God of salvation. The Father of orphans and the defender of widows is God in His holy dwelling. God gives a home to the forsaken, He leads forth prisoners to prosperity. Response. Our God is the God of salvation. Blessed day by day be the Lord, who bears our burdens, God who is our salvation. God is the saving God for us. The Lord my Lord controls the passageways of death. Response. Our God is the God of salvation. Gospel acclamation. Alleluia, Alleluia. Your word, O Lord, is truth. Consecrate us in the truth. Alleluia, Alleluia. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to St. Luke. Jesus was teaching in the synagogue on the Sabbath, and a woman was there who for 18 years had been crippled by a spirit. She was bent over, completely incapable of standing erect. When Jesus saw her, He called to her and said, Woman, you are set free of your infirmity. He laid His hands on her, and she at once stood up straight and glorified God. But the leader of the synagogue, indignant that Jesus had cured on the Sabbath, said to the crowd in reply, There are 6 days when work should be done. Come on those days to be cured, not on the Sabbath. The Lord said to him in reply, Hypocrites! Does not each one of you on the Sabbath untie his ox or his ass from the manger and lead it out for watering? This daughter of Abraham, whom Satan had bound for 18 years now, ought she not to have been set free on the Sabbath from this bondage? When he said this, all his adversaries were humiliated, and the whole crowd rejoiced at all the splendid deeds done by him. The Gospel of the Lord. Praise be to you, O Lord Jesus Christ.